Okay. For real, this is the last one. Hour at most. Said the president. No gaps. This is gonna be whatever edits this is gonna be for the podcast itself. Me yapping is gonna be edited in Adobe that I just spent a good amount of money on for monthly. So we need to use it for this and a lot of other things that I've been putting off. Let me take my hands off the desk. I have my script right here. Let me just try to stay on track with it. For it, welcome to my first official podcast. Whether this is gonna really become a thing, as in kind of like just what's on my mind, or like an update, or like a just something that I'm gonna try out. We'll see. Tentatively, it's called the TSD cast, Titan Star Dragon cast. I just wanted something somewhat kind of simple and somewhat kind of, kind of just not plain, but, kind of personalized. And everything else I saw was more, a little too similar to what I had in mind. I won't go over, the stuff that I was, trying to, think about, and I just weighed the options, and I'm just like, well, it can always be changed, and this isn't horrible, so we'll see about that. Up for debate. I'm going to have maybe some video game songs, like real low. I want my voice to be like not loud, crazy loud, but like louder than the music. And I'm gonna have some games going on in the background, just so that there's kind of enough stimulation for you guys, that will be entertaining enough, because I know this podcast is going to be the great. It's kind of like I'd say, for lack of better words, it's kind of an introductory introductory video to my channel. Thank you for watching this. Again, I will always thank you guys for the end of time, and I'm going to say right now is that I think I'm really liking the fact that a lot of people are kind of on board with me, using streams, and hopefully, eventually YouTube videos to kind of just stop yapping, because I can't tell you how many times, respectfully for the most part, that I get people where I kind of get on a groove of just talking a lot, like probably too much. They get annoyed. I mean, that's fun. We're about 3 minutes in. I'm gonna try to get this to be maybe like an hour-ish. It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Podcast can be long-ish. I'm gonna get off topic a lot. I lose my train of thought. Very easily and very frequently. So I apologize. But I got a little script, so I'm trying. I'm not going to try to make this a full-blown draw my life. That is something that I would rather... That is something way more personal and definitely goes way beyond video games. I'm more than happy to do it, but I really don't have a huge audience, and I think a lot of that comes from me. Not exactly being active on here or on Twitch. And I stream on Twitch. I'll put a link. You're on my YouTube video. You're on my YouTube channel right now if you're hearing this. I'll leave my link to Twitch on there, and I just personal stuff that people do, and some people do and some people don't know about are going on. So this is content creation, as much as I hate that phrase, is kind of taking a back seat, and it's just kind of bottom priority, something that I really wanted to get into, hobby to say the least. But a little bit about me outside of video games. I like sports. I like kind of writing. I'm into 3D modeling. To put in the broadest terms. I guess to summarize those, 3D modeling is a lot easier than 2D stuff, and I kind of only recently started figuring it out, maybe like last year. And it's been fun. I took a class. I'm going to try to take more. I just became a manager at my work. I work at a grocery store, so that's going to be a little, we'll see. They did say no, but, I think just in terms of, let's just say I'm putting my arms out. There's not going to be a webcam on this. I'm sorry. I'm usually more gung-ho about webcams, but there's not a lot of things to be going better at work, and I think me becoming a manager is going to be helpful, for to say the least. Forgive me if you hear me kind of like fiddling around. I get ADHD and I'm checking my phones and stuff. Semi-important stuff. Sorry, first of all. Hopefully this isn't chopping a little bit, because I am downloading games on Steam that are, some of them I'm gonna have for the games, but again, I'm not gonna, probably gonna be like 5 games at most or something, and they're forgive the bad gameplay, and but they're gonna be muted. So if something dumb happens, then you'll see me just kind of like, I'm like, if I'm playing Call of Duty, I'll just be like, what, yeah. Again, not going to try to make this a full-blown drama life. I'm kind of try to make it focused on like the gaming and like the sports aspect of it. That's kind of the core of it. And just a bunch of other random stuff. I'm kind of a variety streamer or variety guy. It's easy for me to get bored of one thing, and I think that's part of my weakness in what to stream. As in, like, I don't know. I dance between between 3 things. Should I play what everybody else is playing? Which, at the time, if you are watching this, is like the new Call of Duties, the Battle Royales, the X game that comes out that everybody's just creaming their jeans over. Should I play should I play games that, like, that are new, like, just came out, which I guess is the same thing. But it's just like, should I play the games that my viewers, as in my, kind of like my hardcore audience, you're out there, you know who you are if you're out there, and I will always love you and appreciate you till the end of time. Kind of want to play what they want to play, or what they want to see, or doing stuff that, like, just go against the grain and be like, I want to play what I want to play, like whether people are like it or not. And I'm still dancing that line, and I'll let you know when I figure out a way to kind of, for lack of better words, kind of figure out a happy medium. So we'll see about that. Channel ideas. If you've watched my stuff for the last 2 years, I became an affiliate, which is awesome. So that kind of gives me a little more motivation. I've been in a slump for all of my life, or just like almost everything in my life. The last like at least 2 years. Not even due mostly to COVID. It was an issue like before COVID even came on. So I've never blamed COVID. Not, at least not primary claimed it and first claimed it to be a problem. But it's there. But rough summary. It's gonna be a lot of nostalgia. I tend to get a lot of, as my friends say, a nostalgia boner for new games over older games over new games. Not that like gun to my head I'd be able to pick. I'd probably shoot the trigger. Sorry if that's against US, but whatever. But I've been recording a lot of new stuff and old stuff, and I'm gonna try to like bounce around between it. I've got some games here that I can kind of blurb out. And we'll see what I put on again. Games I tend to like the most. Again, it's hard for me to stick to one game. I think when I was younger, I definitely like really hunkered down on Pokemon, on this fighting game, on this shooting game, until I was totally bored of it. And me being a dumbass kid, again, not to get off topic, but me being a dumbass kid, I was just like, I'm done with this game. I'm never gonna play again. Sell it. It's a $40 game. How much am I gonna get it at GameStop? $4. Sure. And my family, if you notice one thing, my family, they don't give a shit about video games. Respectfully, they don't. I mean, the only person that has played video games with me in the past has been my dad. But even then, I kind of had to twist his arm to do it, and it wasn't that he didn't enjoy it. It's just, I mean, they're busy. The video games in my life have definitely led to problems, so I can't blame them, I guess. So there's that. But again, just to put it in a broad sense, I love shooters, fighters, retro games, some select RPGs. I cannot I can't see my games. They're all kind of blocked out. I've got my games in like 3 different places, so I can't exactly really look at them. But the games I'll be playing or I'll have on the screen will be an idea of like what I want, or both in streaming and also outside of just when I'm not streaming. I'm a creature of habit. I really need to learn how to play different games. Newer games, which can be a game that came out yesterday and or a game that came out years ago that I just totally didn't even play. Like I bought it day one and it's still been in the shrink wrap for 4 or 5 years. So that's a problem that I'm trying to figure out, and that's on me. So that's fine. But I'm gonna say you're absolutely not gonna see all the games on here, but some of the games I have on here is old school RuneScape, which I don't know, you'll probably see me crafting. Battlefield 3 and 4, you'll just see me kind of screwing around a team deathmatch because those games are so old that that's really the only thing you can do. Shout out to small maps, basically Battlefield 3, no Shark and Elf. Perfect, literally Call of Duty, Battlefield version. Black Ops Cold War, Zombies, that's the only reason I play that game anymore. Has it been great? No. Has it been not terrible? Yeah. It's what it is. I think I'm doing like Outbreak, so it's just kind of like these. It's probably like boring-ish gameplay, but I'm just kind of chilling. I have Black Ops 3 on here, but I just got on there and I tried recording some gameplay and it wasn't going well. I didn't want to play like older maps like Zombies Chronicles or like the harder maps. Those maps are hard, at least to me. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it more clean and have it be have me record those on the Xbox to the left of me, the Xbox 360 to the left of me that has World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2. Easy. And then even like Modern Warfare 3 survival if I feel like it. Again, I don't know what games are going to be showing when I'm playing this. And there's going to be like video game-ish music or like royalty-free music going on when while you're watching this. Yeah, so those are all shooters, or RuneScape is, I'll be crafting something or something like that. I need to get back into that game, so, and some of this stuff I'll just kind of, like, speed up, so that, like, like, if I'm farming in RuneScape, I'll just, like, be farming, and I'll, like, plant my stuff, and then, I'll, like, fast forward it when I'm, going to Draenor, or, like, and then come back, kind of make it simple. Maybe if I'm doing like combat, I'll try to like speed it up a bit, or you're gonna see a lot of fails. I mean, even fucking Battlefield 4. I mean, I shit you not, I went like 4 games literally yesterday. I went 4 games, didn't go positive, and barely got any kills just because I was playing like a dingbat and I'm out of practice. So, varied gameplay you're going to see in the background, and then a couple classic games, which is the Clash of Ninja games and the specifically Revolution 3, and then Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Shout out to my people who know those games. Those are just goated. Yeah, running out of things to say. I'm only at the 15, not even the 15 mark. Let me get a swig of Swedish Fish, no, Sour Patch Ghost Energy Red Berry soda with 5 calories and probably a lot of sugar. No sugars. How is that possible? Should I buy more of these? Okay, energy drinks are not good, period, but oh well. Tasty. Check my phone real quick. But going back to things to know about me, I've been in a block. I'm an artist. I'm not going to go into what I do art for. It does have to do with writing and modeling, but it's not exactly... It's a different story for a different day. If you know, you know. And I'm not telling you to kind of stay quiet about it, but it's not exactly... I don't need to fill out. I don't need to, finish that sentence. But I enjoy it. But one of those things that I've been kind of blocking by is my motivation to do anything involving YouTube or Twitch. So here I am. I'm doing something. Recording this right now. I just bought like a Photoshop Adobe Creative bundle to like really be like, all right, let me give it a try. I've done it before, but let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a try. I don't know what else to say. I'm sure I have like some other notes somewhere, but I'd say this is a good start. Again, this is just going to be a pretty bare bones podcast, I guess if you can say, unless I don't know. I already put a channel intro a while back to this, but maybe I'll replace it with this. See what you guys think. I mean, definitely let me guys know what you think. I'm open for. I've got decent equipment. I've got like a Yeti stereo microphone. I've got lights in here. I'm just talking between YouTube and Twitch. I've got like to the left of me, you guys, I don't have a webcam, but to the left of me, I've got like a retro setup. Let me show you here. I got a SNES. I got a GameCube with a Game Boy Advance player. I got a Wii U. I got an Xbox 360. I've got a PS1. I've got a Wii and a Wii U, all ready to go. To my right, I've got, looking at right now, I'm looking at a PC that's decently okay. It's in need. It's like a 1000 series, 1050, I think. It's not doing hot. I recently upgraded the C drive to SSD. Made a huge difference. I think I lost some files in the process, but you know what? I think it was worth it. We'll see. I've been battling with games lately though, but games like RuneScape and maybe Tekken 7 won't be crazy hard. Emulations if I decide to get into those, but I'm not a huge fan of those, but figure that out. Good recording equipment. I mean, I've got a pretty good microphone. I'm using a pretty good headset right now. I've got lights. I've got good sound. I'm very, well equipped, and I kind of take that for granted sometimes, so I need to stop doing that. To my right, I've got a virtual reality headset that I've kind of played with. I've got a Switch, and I've got a PS5 and Xbox Series X, and that's it. Actually, looking over, technically an Xbox One and a PS4, but that's kind of inferior. I use the PS4 for media because it's got a sleep timer. I don't have a sleep timer on my TV somehow, some way. So I kind of just use that as a workaround. And then the Xbox One, and then another Wii. I've got an Xbox One just sitting there just because it's out. And then I've got another Wii and another GameCube that aren't working. But I was just like, I'm a collector. I like to kind of stay stuff. One thing that I collect is pins. Hopefully I'm trying to get it to where there's like a command for Discord or like, maybe like advertising, because I'm pretty proud of it. I tried getting something about, with the Twitch channel points to make it so that like it'd be like a picture of it and be like, hey, pick one out. I will like use my knife to kind of get one out because they're kind of in there pretty snug. And I'll tell you the story of it. I mean, some of them, just looking at it right now, some of them for, it was like a pre-order bonus for a game. And then some of them are just as simple as, I thought it was cool. Some of them were like, it could be, it's between the most boring to accept, like here's a boring one. A boring one could be that I got one from a convention at a panel that I don't know, like a game camp panel that I just kind of swiped it from, didn't know anything about the game, didn't say anything to anyone, and then the next, one of the more complex ones is I've got a bunch of like Super Smash Brothers pins, basically. It's like the circle with the cross through it. I have 6 of them, and the symbolism behind those is that I went to the E3 before Smash Brothers came out, so either 2017 or 2018, and they gave you a pin if you waited in line and played a few matches, kind of just testing out the game. That was cool in and of itself, but I got 6 of them. Therefore, I went through the line 6 times. So, just to reiterate, I'm not going to try to draw this out. I'm at 20-ish minutes, so maybe this will be a mini podcast, quotations. This is the idea for, or the name for this channel is what it is. I've thought about different names, but, I think I'm okay with it for right now. This podcast is tentatively named TSD Cast. Who knows how much this will be, you guys will see this. I don't know if this is something that I would record on stream. Who knows? Anything is possible with this channel. I'm going to make this video look as polished as possible with me yapping, with the video games as background, and then the songs as background. I'm going to do my best, kind of learning on the fly. I'm really bad about reading tutorials, but I think I'm going to have to. Give me some feedback on, just whatever. I'm pretty good about receiving, like negative or positive reinforcement. Not reinforcement, but like feedback. It's like if I suck, tell me I suck. If I'm doing good, tell me I'm doing good. But again, even if I'm doing good, you'd be like, hey, this right here, you just a little more oomph and you got it. So, and then again, I kind of just said, go back a little bit, and I said, you guys will figure out more about me. If, for those that already don't know, I mean, I've had this channel for a while, but for those who don't know, like, you'll figure out more about me as time goes on, And I definitely plan to do, I forgot to do, the channel ideas. We got things like Rate the Super, which is, I know, old hat, but I kind of put my own little spin on it, and I'm calling it What's the Damage? I'm a very analytical kind of person, so what I'm going to do with that, I got plenty of games to go through. They're going to be mostly fighting games, possibly branch out to other games, but I think it's going to be a little hard. Other genres. Going to start with games that I've, definitely played before and know a lot about of. I've done it before, but I kind of want to, rehash them and kind of do them how I really want them to be and not make them, crazy plain. And some of the games that you're going to be seeing in the background are examples of them. It's gonna go beyond aesthetics. I'm like, okay, cinematics, let's get it. Let's figure it out. Gameplay wise, let's figure it out. Like practicality and moves, because I like competitive. That's another thing I like. I like competitive fighting games at the least. I know I like competitive. A lot of competitive games like Pokemon. Video game competition, I guess, because that's literally the equivalent of chess sometimes. So there's that, and then kind of damage scaling and just kind of a full analysis, and then at the end, if it if I really think it's worth it to do, maybe a legitimate up for debate tier list, super opinionated and, maybe triggering or stuff, but, hey, I'll have fun with it. Hope you guys will enjoy that. And again, I babble a lot, as you can tell. This podcast probably could have ended about 10 minutes ago, if you could call this podcast. I'm going to leave it at that. My channel, you're watching me on YouTube, so hopefully you know the link for that. I really kind of just want my work to speak for itself, so maybe I'll kind of keep the whole subscribe, like, dislike, give your feedback down below. I will leave a link to at least Discord and my Twitter and my Twitch. Feel free to support any of those. I would definitely rather use the Twitch, and definitely subscribe here. Anything helps, monetary or free. Do what you can afford and would be willing to do. You're not going to hear me talk like this a lot. I really just want this to be a hobby, and if it becomes something even more, great. If it doesn't, then I just became a manager at my cashier job, so again, that might put a damper on things. I mean, shit, this could be the last, this could be the most you get for, could be easily 3 months. But, this cashier job is not going to be the thing I do for the rest of my life. So, we'll see where it takes me. We'll see if it's worth it. I could go on. But, I think it's time for me to kind of wrap it up. Once again, go take a gander at the links below. My name's Jake. I guess I should have led with that. My name is Jake, but you can call me Jake, you can call me TSD, you can call me Titan, whatever you prefer. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching this, especially if you watch it all the way through. Love you guys, and I can't promise consistency on my period, on my... I cannot promise consistency on anything I do on Twitch and YouTube, but I can somewhat promise that I will do my absolute best, or at the very least, try to keep you guys updated. I love you all, new ones and old ones. Take care. Please stay safe. Love you all again, and I will talk to you when I talk to you. Thank you. Goodbye.